Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and it's time to start opening a couple more comics, huh? Comics that I, for the most part, got off of eBay. Not always, not entirely, but we're there. And I get two packages here, but I've also got books that I've already opened that some came off of eBay, some didn't, but I had to open them to do the separation and special bagging and boarding and all that stuff. Let's get talking about some of these books, man. Y'all excited? I know I am. How about a whole slew of Teen Titans, including the new Teen Titans issue number 22? Was that is that the first appearance of Brother Blood? Wow, impressive. Not impressive enough for you? How about issue number 23? Blackfire, first appearance of her sister. First appearance of Coriander's sister. I'm saying, it's not a big deal, but it's a big deal. Now, not every book is going to be this incredible, oh my God, but yeah, here we go. We got issue number 25. I've also got issue number 20. Oh, I missed two issues. I got issue number 28, which is the first appearance of Terra. Go figure. Hi. What is this? Issue number 38. Who is Donna Troy? It's actually been a bunch of those, but yeah, who is Donna Troy? Speedy's back in issue number 29. And issue number 39 will be the final new Teen Titans that I have to show. Man, look at this. The Power Lords. I remember these. I remember these goofy toys. You just pretty much turned it around and it's like, oh, it's somebody new entirely. No, it's not. You just turn it around. It's goofy. I got these three issues here. I don't know if you guys heard them or not. Some Green Arrow, the Longbow Hunters, like easily heralded as the greatest of the Green Arrow books ever. Not the easiest books to get a hold of either. I'm just saying I'm gonna, pat myself on the back a little bit there. So, bada bang. Now, these four, I'm sure nobody, I'm not joking, most people have probably never even heard of these. So, Cinder and Ash. All right, they're just a couple books, well, a bunch of books, four of them, that Jerry Conway did. And he was hoping this was going to turn into a series. It did not, unfortunately. It's some mystery thriller stuff, some crime and whatnot, but unfortunately people just didn't like it. Giant-Sized Chillers, issue number 1, featuring the first appearance of Lilith, Dracula's daughter. This was a good find. I've been trying to get this one since I was trying to get it for October, meaning I've been doing this since September, trying to get myself a good price on them. Took forever to try and find a good price off of this, but I finally found one, and unfortunately did require waiting till after Halloween. And the cool part is it actually came with Werewolf by Night issue number 9, which is the first appearance of Tatterdemalion. Not too shabby. Finally, in this bundle, this is actually a really cool one. Patsy and Hetty, issue number 78. This one comes from, I believe, 1961. So this is, think about that, 1961. This is before the Fantastic Four. This is when Patsy and Hetty, that's Patsy Walker, who would eventually become Hellcat. It's one of those romance comics. What's so special about this issue? Well, when you open it up to the second page, and I wish they'd make a car air freshener like that. In the beginning and the end of this story, Al Hartley is there. That's the penciler and inker on this book. Also the writer, a guy by the name of Stan Lee. This is the first appearance of Stan Lee in any comic book. Now, granted, there was one issue, I don't remember which one, that there's a story written about Stan Lee, but it's just an actual, typeset. There's no images to go with that. And they mention Stan Lee in it, but, you never actually get to see him. So comic books require the actual image to be there, and there he is. He's actually talking to the writer, or excuse me, the artist. They're going back and forth, and there's a couple images of him, and here he's actually kind of crucial to the story. That's I've got the first appearance of Earth 616 Stan Lee in a comic book. Yeah, that's no small feat. That took some doing. Bang. Absolutely love that. I'm so happy I got my hands on that. That's damn, I'm just saying. That oh man, I'm gonna freak out. It's like I own this. Dude, I own this. I gotta remember this. That I own this book. Alright, now I gotta cut this box open. This stuff all came to my P.O. box. Oops. And they really got this one good. Jeez, I could barely get into here. Plus, if you can't tell, I'm just a little bit tired. It's been a long day's night. Let's crack this open. Please no peanuts. Please no peanuts. Please no. There are no peanuts. Yay. God, I hate the peanuts. Well, instead, there's this stuff. Not a fan. Also the paper. Okay. 2 comic books and a bunch of Marvel graphic novels. All individually wrapped and then group wrapped as well. I always look inside to see if somebody accidentally dropped a $20 bill. When I worked at a movie theater, I used to find $20 bills every so often. I used to find a lot of bills every so often. Anyway. Okay. So first, let's tackle these guys. I'm not going to be playing around here. I'm just going to cut into them. I love the way that they're packaged. There's this giant mylar over top. Taped up. Come on. Okay. They're facing each other so as to not get scratches. Okay. Here we go. Marvel Point 1. This is the first appearance of Sam Alexander. That's the new Nova. My other individual comic book is issue number 1 of the 3rd volume of Amazing Spider-Man, which, in case you're not familiar with this one, yes, this is also first print. These are both full first print. This is the first appearance of Cindy Moon. Not in her silk costume, but this is the first appearance of Cindy Moon. So 2 first appearances, also first editions, main covers. Like there's a couple variants to this one, but I typically try and go with the main variant. Bang. So that's pretty cool. Guys, if you're looking to get any of the Spider-Verse characters, I strongly recommend trying to get them now. Because, you know, once that movie comes up, already it's late. Already, since they announced that the Spider-Verse stuff was going to be coming out, it's already a little bit too late to be trying to grab these things at a good price. But it's not too late to try and get them at a decent price. Always try and hear the rumor mills in advance. Okay. So you know my fat stack of Marvel graphic novels? There are 75 in all that I need to get a hold of. I have been taking a list of the ones that I actually have. So if I wrote them in, it means that I have them. This was just I wrote one in and missed one. So boom, and boom, and boom. I'm old school. I don't do it by computer, damn it. So, this one I really need to read to catch up on some stuff. Marvel graphic novel, first print. All these are first prints. Weird Excalibur, Weird War 3. So instead of World War 3, there was no Weird War 1 and 2 in the comic books. It's a different thing. Anyway, so gotta read this. This is in surprisingly really good condition for a book that was really hard for me to get my hands on. This one was not so hard to get. Punisher Intruder. I have never read this story before. Here's a story that I have read before and I love, and I'm glad that I finally got my hands on it. The Inhumans. There's actually a name to it. No, there's not. But Ann Nesenti does this one. The Inhumans. Marvel graphic novel. Got two more from this particular box. This one was super hard to find. Not that expensive. Alien Legion. Yeah, I don't know if anybody remembers this TV series from back in the day, but bang. I really thought I wasn't going to get my hands on this. And then I've got Spider-Man Fear Itself. Spider-Man Fear Itself. I've got one more. There's one book inside of here. One Marvel graphic novel. Why am I having a hard time? Oh, because I was hitting there. That's why. Yeah, because it goes inside. That explains much. See, it goes inside, and I was hitting the sides. I'm like, how come I can't get this thing to go in any deeper? All right. You know what? I don't need to take the plastic off of there. I do need to take this thing out of the plastic, though. So, I do not mind slicing this up. I should probably not cut while I'm so freaking ridiculously tired, but here I am. The kids are going to wake up soon. I just finished my work teaching to these lovely kids in China. Most of them are very well behaved. What are you stuck on? A corner, right? Yep. Just don't get stuck on this corner too. Don't bend the freaking spine. Please. Pretty please. Okay, come on. Stop. Enough of this nonsense. Just give me my darn comic book. Okay. And here it is. Another Marvel graphic novel. First print. Dazzler the movie. There is a second print of this, and it looks like a big movie poster. It looks kind of like this, a big movie poster / ticket. But no, first print right here. Bang. Dazzler the movie. Not a very easy one to get your hands on. Yet, I got it. And this is actually by Jim Shooter, Frank Springer, and Vince Colletta. I know there's a lot of people who don't like Vince Colletta, mostly because of comic tropes, saying very mean things about him. You know, you got to remember, pretty much nobody knew that comics were going to be anything special back then. Go and look at my interview. Watch my interview that I did with Jim Shooter, because he talks about how back in the day people used to use Prince Valiant original art to mop up a water damage from a flood. You know what I'm saying? A leak of some sort. It's like, are you freaking kidding me? But nobody knew that people like us were going to be like, oh my God, could you imagine getting your hands on Prince Valiant original art? Just one strip. God, that would be amazing, right? Anyway, this is where we're at. So this is a very nice, quaint little haul. Again, first appearance of Stan Lee in a comic book before the Fantastic Four even came out. I'm saying that's probably the biggest one that I'm looking at right now, but first appearance of Silk, pretty good. These graphic novels, pretty good too. Guys, I got a whole bunch more coming in also for January is when they should all be here. So look forward to the next one. I'll talk to you guys later. Let me know what you guys got this month because hauls are a beautiful thing. And feel free to link your video if you're doing a haul and you actually made a video for it. Here's where I'll say feel free to add a link in the comments below so that I can see your hauls also for December. It's Christmas time, man. 'Tis the season. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.